Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's having a lovely day. So I ended up making a whole lot of videos on this thing, and I do videos for YouTube on my phone, and I was mucking around deleting photos from my album, and I ended up deleting a whole lot of videos that I needed to make on iMovie, and I lost 2.5 videos of this thing. So I'm gonna try and patch together what I can. So this video that I'm doing for YouTube now is just gonna be, it'll be like all over the shot. I hope that I can make sense of what's going on, but I'll show you what happened, and then it will take on to leading on to where it got to after that. So I'll take you through what happened now. So I'll have to go outside. Righto, so here we are out the back of my shed here. So I ended up getting the car running, and I had it running and I lost the video for it.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
But the radiator ended up being no good in it. I actually noticed that I had to work on a mate's car, and when I got it out, it was leaking coolant when I backed it out after I'd let it sit there and warm up. Then I noticed when I brought it back in after I'd sorted out my mate's car and brought it back into the shed, it started leaking again. But if you can see, there's a hairline crack right here. So it goes through there, and it actually goes down into where the nut, there's a nut that falls into this here to hold the electric radiator fan shroud on. But yeah, so it's got a crack in the end tank, and it was filling this all up with coolant, and then yeah, obviously just running down and then dripping on the ground. But yeah, so I ended up having to put a new radiator in it. So that's where this video will now take off, and you'll see I put the new one in and so on. So yeah, but I actually had a video of this running and it was leaking, but yeah, gone, lost, as I just said. So yeah, I'll leave it off here and you can watch the rest of the video. I've had some parts turn up, so new radiators here. I've just got the electric fan shroud out. Just making my way through getting this out and getting the leaky one, so you can see down in here it's all full of water. Get the leaky one out, and yeah, I'll join this video onto the last one. So it's just been all over the place. So yeah, I've got to get coolant as well after wasting, I don't know, I think it's about 30 bucks on Technoloid gold coolant. I went and got the really expensive one for it. So I'm not interested in trying to catch it either. I can just go on the ground and I'll hose it off, so I'll get another one. So yeah, and so I will not name this person as well either, but I got one of the indicators in, the new one, and the other one, as you can see, is not in there. That is because it turned up in a box broken. So I grabbed it and put it in the bin. I wrote the seller a nice message, just saying I don't want to be refunded for it. I just want the new one, because you have to go through a painful process of taking pictures, sending it away, inspection, blah, blah, blah. Carries on. Months later, they replace it. Not interested. So I just bought another one. So I've got the new one on its way. They did message me back just saying that they wanted to see what was wrong with it. As they said, they want to see a picture of it, blah, blah, blah. I was like, not interested, just sent me a new one. So paid for that one twice now. Hopefully the second one turns up and it's better. So yeah, so we'll get this thing outside and get the radiator out, and we'll get the new one that's sitting over there in, and I'll have to get coolant for it later. Righto, so I got this thing outside and I have noticed it is leaking a bit of power steer oil. So you can see it down on them bolts there, and it's running down. It's running down that black support bracket, and then it's just dripping down onto the ground. But it's actually coming out of the power steer pump. So I'll try and get my camera down in here. But as you can see, it is really oily. I just had a drip on it before, but it's actually dripped off. So, new power steer pump. So I'll have to get one of them now. But yeah, I did actually notice that when we picked it up, I thought it was the high pressure line, but it wasn't the high pressure line. It was the the actual pump, the bottom of the casing. They are prone to crack and carry on, and then they leak all over the alternator, and then the alternator goes out, and one thing after another. So you're better off just fixing it right now. But I do have a couple of these. So if you've watched previous videos of mine, I used to race these things in Speedway. So we've got plenty of this stuff laying around. So we'll probably have a good used one. So bit of a bummer, but just another thing. Let's get this out. Okay, old one is out. As you can see, it's sitting right there. Put up a bit of a fight because I couldn't get the bottom radiator hose off, so I had to try and pull it out with it in there. Just gave it a bit of a degrease down in there, so it's nice and clean. So we'll smack the new one in now. You'll see it with the new one. Righto, so I got it back in the shed now. It's all put back together. So radiator's all in, fan shrouds in. Now, we got the new power steer pump on, but as you can see, so this is that line right there. I've got it ragged up at the moment. That's the high pressure power steer line. It's they have a nylon bush on the inside of them, and it's failed, so it's leaking. So I've just got it wrapped up so it's not going to leak oil everywhere. So I've had to order a new high pressure power steer line for it. So it's not one thing, it's another. So I kind of had a thought that it might fail, because working on these in the past, once that power steer pump goes in them, that high pressure power steer line goes on them too. So yeah, but the pump doesn't seem to be leaking. We've had it running for not too long, probably about 5 minutes tops. I just didn't want to put oil everywhere because the engine bay's all nice and clean. So I've just ordered another one anyway, so wait for that to get here and we'll get that on. So this video is probably all over the shot. So yeah, but so I think I'll leave it off there. So as always guys, like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers, bye.